This world getting crazy and crazy. They just found a Coca-Cola truck full of kids in Cicero, Illinois. This shit wild, man.
Bro, they just found a truck full of kids in that motherfucking Coca-Cola motherfucking truck. They got you now. This shit crazy. I'm telling a million kids in that motherfucker. I wonder how far they just traveled. This shit is crazy.
Y'all need...
Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. As you can see, Esau added again. Esau's added again, and one way he likes to fulfill his wealth is by human and sex trafficking. Human and sex trafficking, and he likes to. That's why they like to keep the borders open. Things of that nature. That's why children go missing. They said about over 500 children went missing in New York. I believe in Ohio, they had hundreds of children missing, and because human and sex trafficking is a big business, when it comes to the elites of these devils, and this is something that's been going on for years. I remember back in the 90s as a kid, there was always that commercial, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? They used to have children missing on, milk cartons, and things of that nature. Because you got these creepy old Edomites, and these creepy Jake, who learn the ways of Edom, they attend these auctions. They have these private auctions, and they pretty much purchase women and children. They're into pedophilia. That's why they got something on the books called MABLA, Man and Boy Lovers Association, to where they could get away with, pedophilia. You even got shows like 2.5 Men. You got two grown ass men, one raising one little boy. That's promoting pedophilia. There was this sodomite couple, I believe, in Atlanta or somewhere in Georgia, and they adopted, I believe, if not one, two little boys, and they were sex trafficking those little boys. So this is a fucked up world we live in, man. Part of my French, yo. Right? But let's get into the scriptures. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. This ain't going to be too long. I just want to, hit a couple of points. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places." That's right. And part of some of his secret places is that he likes to traffic humans by way of these tractor trailers via Coca-Cola, Can you just imagine how many trailers that we ride by that is filled with humans and not actual product? But all of these secret places are being revealed, right? And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbors, and he is not. That's right. This devil can't hide from himself. I posted up a video 2 days ago revealing a whole lot of truth about this devil. And guess what he tried to do in an attempt to hide himself? He took the video down. The brother was showing love, shared the video. It may have caught more traction. And they just, cut the video down. Took the video down. This is how this devil attempts to hide himself these days. By just taking it down. Just act like as if it didn't happen. But look, the Heavenly Father got you devil's number, man. The Heavenly Father got you devil's number. Let me get the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28. Let me start at verse 8. Let me see. This is Ezekiel chapter 28. Let me start at verse 3. "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee." That's right, because this devil has technology. That's what makes him wiser than Daniel. He has technology. He has all the records, so he can manipulate it into his favor. It says, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding, that has gotten thee riches, and has gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. That's right. Why? Because he searched things out. He creates relationships with certain other nations to acquire his wealth, to acquire his riches. Like the old saying goes, big bank takes little bank. So if you got the money, you can monopolize other countries and whatever resources that particular country has, whether it be people, in the form of women and children. Hell, it could even be some men, whether it comes in the form of actual resources like lithium, cobalt, just various minerals. You know, they do what they do to acquire, those resources, whether they got to put a pandemic in their area or whether they got to use the heart, to perform a chaotic scenario in order to get those resources. And then you see them setting up an American embassy, all for the love of what? The money and the power. Verse 5, this is the point. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches. That's right, human trafficking. Sex trafficking, drug trafficking. A lot of times these tractor trailers are fronts, to what? Traffic their product from one particular area to the next to continue to what? Make that money hand over fist. So when we acquire our wealth in the kingdom, it's going to be straight legit. It's going to be straight legit. Esau is a hypocrite. Esau is the ultimate hypocrite. That's why the scriptures say in Job, was it 15? Job 15, I believe it's 44. No, it can't be 44. Let's just try to find it. The congregation of hypocrites, 34, I think it is. Yeah. This Job chapter 15, verse 34. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery, because Esau will lock you up like the common folk, the quote unquote American citizen. They will lock them up for drug trafficking, human trafficking, sex trafficking, being a pimp, or whatever the case may be. They'll lock you up for it. Meanwhile, they're doing it themselves. That's the hypocrisy of this devil. That's why the Lord got to take this devil out of the way. That's why there's a lot of loopholes in this devil's system, to where a lot of people, they beat certain cases, because those high profile lawyers, they know the lingo. They know what they can use to get their client out of situations because the system is crooked, but you got to have connections. If you don't have connections or that big money, guess what? Your ass going to jail. Meanwhile, the same system that's locking you up for it is doing the same thing. It's a fucked up world we live in, man. That's why it's important to just follow Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because when you follow Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you're not going to find yourself in this madness. If you suffer, you'll be suffering for righteousness' sake when that time comes. And that's what it's about. Suffering for righteousness' sake. Suffering for righteousness' sake. It's to the point now this world is so corrupt, you can't even enjoy your children. Your children can't even enjoy playing outside. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 5. It says we'll start verse 4. It says, let's start verse 3. Thus saith Yahweh, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. That's right. But here in America, they getting choked out. They getting beat. They getting shot in their sleep. This world is messed up. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof. So in the kingdom, the children are going to be able to play out in the streets. Here in America, they play out in the streets and they get kidnapped. And they get sex trafficked. They get human trafficked. Hey, man, the Lord had his hand on, my brother and me, my brother and I. I remember being like 5, 6 years old, in Plainfield, considered the hood. And I remember learning to ride a bike at 5 years old. So once I actually learned to ride a bike, me and my brother kicking it with the neighborhood kids, man, 5, 6 years old, we was riding bikes all around the city. You know what I'm saying? All around the city, riding past the gangsters, the thugs, the tricks. The brain can't really comprehend all of what was going on, but hey, man, we was riding around till, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. sometimes, mama had work, father doing what he doing, you know, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Come to think about it, can you imagine your 5, 8-year-old kid just riding around? But that was the time. That was the time. That was the Heavenly Father, provided his hedge. All praises Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But when you got your parents focused on keeping a roof over your head, and they're at work, and sometimes the babysitter isn't available. Hey man, the kids is gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna roll around with the other kids. But we'll be able to do that in the kingdom without any worries. Our children will be able to dwell amongst the animals, commanding the animals, leading the animals, having fun with one another, having a good time. Peace. But we can't do that on this side. We can't do that on this side. The world is a crazy world we live in, So, I just pretty much wanted to highlight that point. I came across this clip and, Lord willing, the Lord see it through. It brings forth edification, upon this devil. So Lord willing, I've been edifying. I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.